Today I'm excited to show you guys our newest feature on interview.study. This feature is called Resume AI. In a nutshell, users on interview.study can now upload their resume into our site. Our industry-leading AI will then break down their resume bullet point by bullet point, section by section, and it'll create 10 interview questions that we think are extremely impactful and insightful in order to help the user or the candidate be able to answer any question that may be asked about their resume during the interview process. And this will happen through various interview rounds or behavioral rounds or HR rounds or hiring manager rounds. Whatever the round is, our AI will make sure that you're prepared for any question. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. Users can access the Resume AI page in our nav bar or in our footer. Once they're here, they can upload their resume. Let's go ahead and drop mine in. There we go. And so now what's happening is our AI and our backend has received the file. It's breaking it down piece by piece, and it's figuring out if there's any gaps in the resume, any gaps in the bullet points, there's anything they could have expanded on, and I'll generate 10 questions. So we generated 10 questions. We've generated 1,000 user experience points for the user for using our service. And these user points are used for leveling up, for getting badges, really just helping drive user engagement and activity on the site. So diving into the questions, a little bit of background about myself is I'm a software engineer at my core. Worked at various big companies, put out very many projects, and so these questions are kind of tailored for my resume to dive deeper into that. So let's see. We'll dive into the Tesla questions. So I used to work at Tesla back in the day, and back then I built them a node service, which was a template to help spin up backend services super quick. So this question is, what motivated you to develop the company-wide authentication template at Tesla, and what impact did it have on the development process? So I can go ahead and press practice.
What motivated you to develop the company-wide authentication template at Tesla, and what impact did it have on the development process?
So our site will then go ahead and speak the question to you. Or if you have the setting turned off, you can just read the question itself. We'll generate the tip for you as well, so you can read this tip before you get started, and then you can answer it via recording audio, or you can type the question out if you don't have the space or the environment to record something right now. Once you submit your answer off, it follows a very similar feedback pattern to the rest of our site. So you submit your response. We'll go ahead and generate you a very detailed feedback on your response. We'll go ahead and we'll say, okay, given your response, let's write you the most optimal answer that you can practice and use going forward. This is tailored very uniquely to your response, and it's very beneficial for being able to use that in the interview process. And we'll give you very key insights. So we'll give you where we think you'll pass the bar at, what companies you'll pass the bar at. We'll give you keywords that you said that were very impactful during your response, what improvements you can make, and what you did well. And then what's even nicer, and this is what no other company does right now, is that we've generated these questions off your resume, so we're diving one level deep into your experience. When you answer a question, we're going to generate you a follow-up question too based on your response. So you dive one level deep into your experience already by doing this process. Once you respond to the question, you go even deeper. So we'll say, okay, does your response have any gaps? Is there anything that you said that we think we can dive further into? We'll ask a follow-up question, and you'll do the feedback loop again. And you can practice as many times as you want. Using your resume questions, you can go through all the questions. You can generate as many resume questions as you want on our site. And yeah, that is our feature.